Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. NFL picks, week 14, and a bonus college football pick. As you come in, make sure to hit that like button as it shows on the screen. I'm going to give people another. I know a lot of people are live right now, but it's okay. You come in later, you just catch the replay. Hey, Cynical One, how's everything? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. We'll try and give people time. Another 10 seconds won't hurt. And I'm going to start with my college picks. I actually made one pick, but I'm not going to use it because that game is over. I will use the game that's currently at the half, even though my pick is actually losing. Right now, Georgia is leading 14-0 against Alabama. Alabama has had trouble running the football, but Alabama's defense is trying to keep them in the game, but they have to find a way to run the football because as of right now, they are doing a terrible job. And we knew it was going to be tough sledding against this Georgia defense. But listen, this might be this could be the difference between Kirby Smart and Mr. Dubois from Alabama. But I digress. My choice is still Alabama 24, Georgia 17. I do expect some adjustments to be made by Alabama and their coaching staff. But the Big Ten championship, Indiana plays Ohio State, number 1 versus number 2 in the country. Indiana has been a very good football team over the past 3 seasons now. And they have a front runner in the Heisman Trophy race. But so does Ohio State. And I think Ohio State is the better team from top to bottom. In a neutral field, even though, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they're playing at the Indianapolis Colts Stadium. Do not quote me on that. Indiana is a very nice story, but I like Ohio State. They are the better football team. Ohio State 31, Indiana 20. And those are my college football picks for championship weekend, conference championship weekend, 2025. Excuse me. Boy, I almost knocked over the stick by accident. That would have been special. But now, my bread and butter, that is the NFL picks, which, listen, I was dreadful last week. I was 6-9, but I do have a very good overall record. And I'm going to go over my record at the end of the season because that's what I like to do. And then reflect that to the playoffs, which I do very good work. Hey, Michelle's daughter, how are you? Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Well, thank you for joining me yesterday, my little reminiscing trip to Harlem, my old stomping grounds. Now, I'm going to start with tomorrow's game, and this is an easy one for me. The Browns and Shedeur Sanders take on the Tennessee Titans. You know, it's crazy. Cam Ward was the number 1 pick in the draft. I had fun yesterday, too. And I'm glad that you did. Now, Shedeur Sanders got beat up a little bit, and that's to be expected by the 49er defense. I thought maybe they would have got him with the change of timing and the East Coast, West Coast thing, but San Francisco, is just a much better football team than Cleveland. This is not the case here with the Tennessee Titans. They are a dreadful football team. They let me down last week. I mean, they got dog walked. And I mean dog walked. by Jacksonville. They just did. And you can't tell me Shador is going to falter against this. Titans defense got dog walk last week. I expect pretty much the same this week. I love the Browns here, 27-17 over the Tennessee Titans. Give me the Browns at home. Give me Myles Garrett with at least 3 sacks. Next up, the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Listen, Seattle, they had their problems, of course, against the LA Rams. They played well against Minnesota, which was to be expected. That was one of the few picks that actually worked out for me. Hey, Alex, how's everything? Listen, we know that Sam Darnold is a good quarterback against mediocre defenses. He is a terrible quarterback against real. That's it. And then on the other hand, you have Kirk Cousins. Listen. Another winner. I love Seattle here. I do think Atlanta plays much better and closer at home. I'm going to go with the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle 27, Atlanta 24. That's my pick for that. Next up, the Jacksonville Jaguars are at home. They play very well. Listen, they dog walk the Titans. We know that. And they will take on the reeling Indianapolis Colts. Colts have played terribly. Daniel Jones is reminding us who he is. And who he is just not a very good quarterback. They have shut the door on Jonathan Taylor. They are forcing Daniel Jones to beat them. And guess what? He can't beat him. Trevor Lawrence has played much better this season. This has been quietly his best season. And I tell you what, the running game has had a lot to do with it. And their defense, their front seven, and I'm talking about Jacksonville, has been outstanding. The Colts are much better at home. In Duval, I don't see it. I think the Jaguars beat them in double digits. Jaguars 31, Colts 20. Next up, the Washington Commanders. I will always have trouble with that. They are going to have Jaden Daniels back. At least they anticipate him being back for this game. And they are taking on the Minnesota Vikings. I'm not sure if J.J. McCarthy will play or not. I don't think it will matter. The Vikings are falling apart. They are dreadful. And I understand that they're at home. But if that quarterback plays again, Osner, whatever the heck his name is, he was dreadful. Simple as that. I love I love the Commanders here. This should be an easy one. And I understand the Vikings defense actually is pretty decent. But that Vikings offense, and it's sad because Justin Jefferson is even dropping passes, something that we're all not used to seeing, but he's definitely not playing up to his capability. Now, part of that is his frustration with the quarterback play. But when he's had chances, he's dropped. And he should be a leader at this juncture of his career. Next up, the Cincinnati Bengals go to Buffalo to take on the Bills. We saw what the Bills did to the Steelers. Not that the Steeler defense has been very good this year. It hasn't. I'm very disgusted being a Steeler fan. I already went over that. Josh Allen didn't play particularly well, but their running game did. I mean, they ran right down the Steelers' throats. I believe Chase Brown should do pretty well for the Bengals. And we all know that Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and those guys are lethal on offense. Now, the Bengals' defense is not very good. We know that. But we know that Joe Burrow and friends are not afraid. And I like the Bengals here on the road because, listen, the Bills have not played back-to-back good games really all season long. They have been mediocre at best. And I love the Bengals here in a semi-upset 34-27 on the road against the Buffalo Bills. Next up should be the easiest game to pick. Listen, if you want to make quick money, and I mean quick money, you're going to take Tampa Bay at home. I understand the Saints' young quarterback has actually played pretty decent. He has nobody around him. I mean, he's got Chris Olave. He's got Kamara, but that's about it. I mean, he's pretty much depleted. His offensive line is not very good. Tampa Bay's front seven is stout. I mean, this is stealing. Baker Mayfield is good as a get-right game, if there was ever one. I love the Tampa Bay Bucks here. This is the easiest game to pick. Tampa Bay 34, the Saints 10. That's an easy one. Listen, if you pick that one wrong, then listen, I can't really help you. This is a much harder game. I am such a huge Steeler fan. Everybody knows that. Anybody that's been with me any period of time knows that. And y'all know that I hate the Baltimore Ravens, even though I am a big Lamar Jackson fan, but he plays differently against the Steelers, or at least he has in the past. He didn't during the playoffs. Not last year's playoffs anyway. Aaron Rodgers is going to give it a go again. The Steelers on the road against the Ravens. Would I be shocked if the Steelers won this game? Because every time you start to write them off, normally, this is the game where you see if they have any pride left or not. Because I tell you what, the Steelers look like they did last week against the Ravens. Well, last week against the Bills. If they play like that this week against Baltimore, in Baltimore, then you need to clean house. I will be dogging the entire team. And you know what? There's no way, as huge a Steeler fan as I am, there is no way possible that I can pick the Steelers here. I have to go Ravens 27, Steelers 20. There's no way I can pick the Steelers. Not with a straight face. I can't do it. I'm not going to lie to myself. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I cannot choose the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cannot do it. Am I going to root for them? Absolutely. Can I pick them with a straight face? Absolutely not, and I will not. Next up, the Miami Dolphins come to MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. The Jets played well last week. Comeback win against the Atlanta Falcons, and I understand that they are at home. Miami, not a great cold weather team, of course. They have their issues. But listen, they're still the Jets. Will the Jets fight hard? Yes. The Jets need a quarterback. We already know that. This is one of those look forward to next season type deals. See who you want to keep. I do believe the Jets will keep it close, but provided Tua doesn't get a concussion, and that's always in play, I have to choose the Miami Dolphins here, 27-24 over the Jets. Next up, The Broncos taking on the Raiders. This is another easy one. I know that they're in Vegas. Listen, right now, Pete Carroll could be coaching for his job. He's been that bad in his first year. I mean, it seems like they're not even listening to him. The only players that they have on there are Max Crosby and Brock Bowers. The Raiders' secondary is pitiful. I'm being generous with this score because this could be uglier than that. I love the Denver Broncos here. Now, this is one of those you pick because this is stealing money. Stealing money. I love Denver 33-20 over the Vegas Raiders. Next up, the Rams. That was a brutal loss that they had against the Carolina Panthers. That was the worst game Matthew Stafford played all season long. Now they go into Arizona. They got boat race last week. I believe Arizona is going to play better this game. They do get Harrison Jr. back, even though Jacoby Brissett has not played great lately. I do believe it's a bounce back game, even though I believe Arizona will keep it close. I like the Rams here, 28-24 over the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona's going to keep it close, but they're going to lose the game. Next up is really the game of the week. That's right. The Giants are on a bye week. They can't lose this week. In fact, I think Russell Wilson's supposed to be in somebody's booth. I don't know. Who cares? Now, I know that there are going to be a bunch of guys upset with this pick. And I'm doing it on purpose. See who I'm wearing, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the Bears have had a wonderful season. Let's not make any mistakes. The Bears are an up-and-coming team. They have a wonderful young quarterback. They can run the football down anybody's throat. Their defense has been opportunistic, but if it weren't for turnovers, they would have no luck at all. And that's where Jordan Love comes into play, who's been playing his best football. Now, they lost on Thanksgiving to the Lions. They are at Lambeau. Now, to me, this is a statement game. But the statement is not going to be made by the Chicago Bears. It's going to be made by the Packers. They are going to let you know that, listen, this is our division now. The Lions, listen, they beat the Cowboys, and I will talk about that later on, probably tomorrow before the game start, or maybe just do an upload later on this evening. Because George Pickens, or as Steeler fans like to call him, Chicken George, boy, did he show you why the Steelers got rid of him. Oh, he looked like a total bitch Thursday night. Yeah, I said it. How about them Cowboys? I thoroughly enjoyed that. But getting back to the game at hand, it is the Packers 30, Bears 24 in Lambeau. I know that Mr. Carruthers and my boo misunderstood are going to be very upset at me. I get it. But guess what? It's a feeling it'll pass. They'll be okay. And don't let them lose. Baby, there, I'm going to gloat. Look at this smile. You know, I have to be white. This, my friend, is a weird game. Because the Houston Texans strolled into Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. That was a terrible loss against the Cowboys. And it looks worse because of what Dallas did in Detroit. CJ Stroud is back. Texas played very well last week. And I mean very well. This is not the same Kansas City Chiefs football team. The Chiefs normally win games against Dallas. They had a tough time beating the Colts. This is my upset special of the day. The Chiefs are not going to make the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. I have the Texans beating Peppermint Patty and the Chiefs. Yes, I do. Texans 24, Chiefs 20. Upset special. You'll thank me later. And the final game of the week, the Monday night game, is the Eagles against the Chargers. Now, the Eagles, do you think they're going to lose 4 games in a row? And listen, they have not played well, I get it. But I don't know what Justin Herbert we're going to get. I have no idea. So I don't think the Chargers are going to get it done. I'm going to choose the Eagles 31, Chargers 24. And those are my picks for week 14, 20, 25. I'd like to thank you, Michelle's daughter. I'd like to thank the cynical one. I'd like to thank all those in the bushes and all those in the clouds. Uncle Claude signing out. Take care, stay safe, and God bless. Take care, everybody.